Hey peeps, we are back. We're talking life after lockup. Okay, so before we get into the season, it's weird. My television says it's season 3, episode 1, which is odd because I thought it would be season 4, episode 11. So I have no idea what season or what episode this is. We all know that the love after lockups, the life after lockups, love during lockups, it's just too much. So I'm just gonna go off what it says on my television, season 3, episode 1 of Life After Lockup. So let's go with that. Also, I should tell you that I forgot that Life After Lockup was back. This episode aired on Friday and I'm just now watching it on a Monday. I didn't know it was back. I am officially aware that it is back and that is on Friday nights, okay? Hey, before we get into the video, please do me the honors of subscribing to my channel, hitting the notification bell so you can always be notified when I post new content, hitting the thumbs up because that does wonders for my channel, and share. Thanks. So the show starts out with Lindsay and Deonte. I just can't believe this. This man is glutting for punishment. So we know that Lindsay's out of jail, and of course we've already known that due to social media. We also already know due to social media that him and Lindsay are no longer together. There is an alleged new girlfriend who is allegedly pregnant. I don't know what is going on, but Deonte doesn't know what the hell he's doing. He is not good at relationships. And you know, neither am I, but I would say I do a little better than him. Boy, this is ridiculous. So she is out on parole, but she still has 4 warrants out for her arrest. I said, how do you get out of jail with warrants? Wouldn't they call the states and transfer you over to them to take care of the warrants that are already out for you? That's what it would seem like to me, but I don't know, it's Mississippi. Anyway, I'm not saying anything bad about Mississippi. So my peeps from Mississippi, hey, I'm just saying it's a little weird. So she gets picked up from jail by one of her good friends who also used to deal drugs for her. I think he might have used to buy from her. He's missing quite a few teeth. He's got a little meth mouth, and I don't mean no disrespect. I'm just saying that's what it looked like. Anyway, Brenda is done. You know her mama, Brenda? Brenda has had it. Brenda didn't pick her up from jail because she's pretty much through with her bull crap. So she asked him if she could stay with him for a little while, and he says yes. She calls up Deonte, and he is so excited. Oh my gosh, you're out, you're out. I'm gonna come see you, I'm gonna come see you. Boy, then he gets a little jealous over the fact that she's got guy friends. I said, here we go, starting already. Then we find out that Scott did wise up and called the police on her for carving into his desk and tearing up his place. So she did $1,500 worth of damage to his place. He got her arrested for that. And I say, thank you, Scott. Okay. She says that when she got arrested, he started writing her letters saying, ha ha, look where you are. You're in jail. And then on top of that, he started sending her 1 penny a week. And she said that it cost $10 to send her a penny. I said, wow, he is taking petty to a whole new level. And I appreciate that. I thought that was hilarious. I really did. Poor Scott. You know, when she called Deonte to let him know that she was out of jail, he acted surprised. But I think that's a lie. I mean, the cameras, the WeTV cameras are there. So you had to know that you were about to be contacted by her. Something, you know what I mean? It's just weird. I think that's made up. I really, really want to care about Deonte. I want to like him, but he just keeps making bad choices over and over and over again. So Lindsay gets out of prison. She's out of prison for about 8 hours. And the next thing you know, we see her with fresh clothes. She's got a little makeup on. Her hair is looking really nice. And her friend, who she's going to be living with, is taking her for a job interview. As soon as they pull up to this place for this job interview, all of a sudden she gets a call that one of her friends has been arrested and needs to be bailed out. So she drops everything, including this interview, to try to find people to bail this guy out. And she pulls this big wad of money out of her purse and says that this is leftover drug money that she had from when she used to sell and that her friend was holding it for her. This friend doesn't look like he's been holding this money for her. This looks like she went to the Western Union and picked up money from Deonte. That's what I was thinking. I think that Lindsay saw that Nicole got all this stuff from Deonte without having to sleep with him, and she said, oh yes, that's the guy for me. And if Lindsay really did have drug money all this time being held by this friend, why was she so desperate and thirsty for Scott and his money? You know what? I can't wait for Deonte's mom to meet Lindsay. This is crazy to me. You know, Deonte says that Nicole was all about money, but Lindsay's not. Really? Okay, you watched enough of her season with Scott to know her mannerisms and try to imitate her accent, but you don't know that she's all about the dollar? Okay, this is going to be interesting. Taylor and Chance are back. I don't know why. I still do not feel good about this couple at all. I just don't think that Chance is good for her or her children. And he's definitely not good for her and her relationship with her twin sister. Taylor decides to go in the room and let Bobby know about this proposal. And Bobby, you could tell, is just over it. She's just over it. She doesn't agree with anything. You know, Taylor shows her the ring and she says it's cute. And I think what she meant was it's tiny and cheap, you know, but it's cute. Then she says that this was the best proposal. I think this was the proposal that you would dream of. And she told her about the proposal and she said, no, not for me. And she said no proposal would be for me. And I agree with her sister. Chance is doing everything he can to try to separate Bobby and Taylor so that he can control Taylor. Chance has been out of jail and living with them for a month. That does not give him a chance to have paid any bills, to have done anything to contribute to this house in any way. However, he is making rules, he is making changes, he's doing too much. Now, Bobby has been living here the whole time, and she also has been babysitting the kids and contributing to the household income. And you want her to make concessions for this dude who just got out of jail, who has anger management issues and got you sick from dipping it in two places without washing it before he dipped in the second spot. You know what I mean? Yuck. This dude should not be around her, her sister, or those children, in my opinion. Before they can even finish their sister-to-sister conversation, here he comes walking in talking about, what you guys talking about? None of your damn business, and knock before you enter the next time, bitch. I mean, it just really pissed me off. It really, oh gosh, I cannot stand for a man or any person to step into a situation and try to take control over it. Boy, you are new here. Sit back and shut the hell up until we invite you. I hate this. I hate to see how childish and immature Taylor is, how gullible she is. And she makes this comment that since her daughter's father passed away, she believes that Chance is her second chance at happiness. Chance is your chance to go all the way to hell. This dude is not for the right things. It's only going to be a matter of time before he is physical with her or those children, in my opinion. I don't like this dude, not at all. And he's doing everything he can trying to con Bobby into believing that it's her best interest to move out in the garage. Talking about he has some skills. He's going to design her a really nice room out in the garage. How are you making these adjustments to this garage? Does Taylor own this home? Because I'm getting we rent vibes from them. What are you going to build out there? A box for her? Out of some plywood? What the hell is going on? Listen, I don't trust him whatsoever. This couple is going down, down, down. And if I was Bobby, I would just pack my things, find my own apartment and leave. One side of me says, Bobby, pack your stuff and go. But the other side says, Bobby, stay in that room so that you can protect your sister and those little girls. I don't know. I think Bobby is between a rock and a hard place because her sister is thinking about the dick down and she is not thinking about her daughters or her sister. Taylor is absolutely too damn immature and too gullible to be in a relationship. That's all I'm saying. Moving on. Kevin and Tiffany, they can exit off my damn TV because this just seems so stupid and so fake to me. What the hell? Okay, so they are still together, and I recently seen on social media pictures of Tiffany hanging out with Kayla. So I don't know if they decided as part of their storyline this season, they were going to start out with this rocky situation. Let's find us a girl. Let's get on Tinder and look for us a girl, and then have tensions between Taylor and Kayla, and then all of a sudden Taylor and Kayla are all close and they end up being a threesome, and then Taylor runs off with Kayla. I have no idea if that's the storyline or not, but that is kind of the vibe that I'm picking up. They're laying in bed and he's getting all these calls from Kayla. She's screaming and hollering, I saw that Tinder account you set up with that bitch. You know, just doing way too damn much. These people can go on somewhere. I think this is all fabricated. Let's stay on the show. Let's make up this storyline. I don't see how anybody is interested in anybody. I mean, Kevin is at the dinner with Tiffany talking about making their list of rules for people, and one of his rules is the girl has to be fine, as if he is. Dude, if you not fine, she shouldn't have to be fine. What the hell? Get on up out of here. Anyway, Kevin and Tiffany are still on some bull. She trusts him except for 20%. 20% of her doesn't trust him. Girl, bye. Get the hell off of here. And he's talking about he's afraid that maybe she might just get the girl for herself and then run off with the girl and leave him. Boy, everybody should run off and leave you. Get the hell out of here. I don't even want to do him like he did that dude. And speaking of the way he did that dude, the dude he called a puss ass. I mean, I laugh every time he says that word. That is just so ridiculous. But anyway, every time the show comes on, are we going to see him punch Curtis? Curtis gets embarrassed every episode. Poor Curtis. I'm just saying, I could do without Kevin and Tiffany. Sean and Sarah. So Sarah has been out of jail for 10 months. Still does not have a job. She is 5 months pregnant by Sean. She makes the comment that she could never have imagined that she would get out of jail and be doing so good. I said, oh, girl, raise your thoughts and dreams and hopes. This is crazy. I mean, in real life, we know that they got married last August. They already had their baby. Yeah, no. I thought it was weird that they were having this conversation about Kelly in front of the wedding planners, that they were going back and forth about it. And I thought, this is embarrassing. And these people are here for business. Keep it strictly business. Keep you and Kelly and all that mess. When you go outside, why do they have to be involved? It was a little too much for me. And then her being upset that Kelly calls him. And I'm thinking, Kelly has 6 children with this dude. 6 children with this dude, and some of them are pretty daggone young. So she should be able to call whatever the hell she wants to. Back down from this. You have a baby that you're about to have with him. At some point when he leaves you, because you best believe he's going to leave you, you're going to be calling too. So stop it. Then he pisses me off when he makes the comment that he's been living in Ohio for 10 months almost with Sarah, and Kelly won't let the kids come there. So he hasn't been able to see them. Excuse me? So planes don't work in Ohio? Listen, I live here in Ohio and they work. So you get your butt on a plane and fly your ass out there and see your kids. Don't try to blame Kelly. I wouldn't let my kids come out there either. This is your second inmate in a year's time. You think that I'm about to let my kids come out there? No. Absolutely not. And then we meet his son, Brandon, who he says is his firstborn son with Kelly, who is 22 years old. And then he says that he really wasn't in his life because him and Kelly didn't get along. Excuse me? You got along well enough to have 5 more kids. How the hell was you not in this boy's life? You just a deadbeat. Period. I don't know why Sarah feels so lucky, because she's just lining up for him to be a deadbeat for her and her kid too. Just because he marries you does not mean he's going to do right by you. When his sister gets there, she was weird to me. The first thing she says about Sarah is, wow, she's short. Who the hell cares? There's millions upon millions upon millions of short people in the world. They can't live too? What the hell? And the fact that he had never told his family that she was pregnant. His son gets there and he thinks that he's meeting Destiny pretty much. He said, I thought you were still with Destiny, but now you have Sarah, and she's 5 months pregnant. And then Sean makes this comment when they all get together for this awkward sit down in the middle of the hotel lobby, which I thought, if I worked the front desk, I would shoot him the hell out of there. Like, could you go talk out in the parking lot? But anyway, it was really awkward. He says, well, you know, when you meet the right person, you change your mind about marriage. He says that right in front of his son. And I'm thinking, oh my God, his mom has been with you for over 20 some years. And she birthed you 6 kids. She wasn't the right person. You couldn't have figured that out on the first child or the second child. No, you had to take it all the way to 6 kids before you figured out she wasn't the one. Get the hell out of here with this crap. So then he's trying on this tuxedo at this shop, still looking a mess. I don't understand it. Usually when men put on a tuxedo, they transform. You know what I mean? Not Sean. He still looked a mess. Anyway, Sean is in here in his tuxedo, and he gets a call from Crazy Destiny, who it tells him that he owes her money and that she's out of jail and he needs to support her. It's the audacity for me. Girl, are you crazy? You stole his car, used all of his money, married somebody else, and now you think that you are entitled to one thin dime from this dude. And what else I noticed is before she called, he told his son that he didn't know where she was. She could be getting out of jail any day now. But when she got on the phone with him, she mentioned that she had been out of jail for a while, and he said, would you stop calling me? So he knew this girl was out of jail for at least a month. And now she's saying that she's pregnant. Well, we know that baby is not Sean's. You left him. You married some other dude. You've been in jail for a few months. She is 5 months pregnant. Girl, bye. That's not none of Sean's baby. Listen, we TV, keep on playing with us. Keep on playing with us. One thing's for sure is I realized that Sarah's mom is keeping the same energy. She told her, you still have a chance to run. She is hoping and wishing and praying for a runaway bride moment. When his son called it a shotgun marriage, I laughed so hard. Sean said, don't call it that. We've put in a lot of time and a lot of money. You mean you put in a lot of time and a lot of money? Sarah doesn't have a job. I don't know how that's working out. How are you able to support your household, plus Sarah and her daughter, plus pay for this wedding and your kids back with Kelly? Maybe that's why Kelly's calling. Your child support check is late, motherfucker. I'm just saying, excuse my French. Chaz and Brandon. Okay, so we already know. Chaz and Brandon is done. Chaz has already filed for divorce. In real life, Brandon is back working in the adult entertainment business. Honey, she found her sexy again. She found that sexy. It just wasn't for Chaz, okay? She is working in the adult escorts industry, allegedly. But I've seen the receipts, but I have to say allegedly. But anyway, Chad is back at home, still hoping and wishing and praying, still pinching himself that he's got this sexy wife who is not interested in him at all. But in his mind, she loves him and, he's going to get the sex. But anyway, she's back in Portland talking about she went to construction school. I never knew there was a construction school. Is it? No, I'm being serious. Is there a construction school? Because I always thought that people who worked construction learned on the job training or something like that. I didn't know there was an actual school that you go to for construction. But anyway, she says that she went to construction school and she's over at her friend's house trying to help her out with this dilapidated kitchen. That kitchen, no ma'am, I don't want anything out of there. And they all look like they have been through something in life, don't they? So anyway, they're trying to convince her that she should stay in Portland. And I agree with his friend with the bad contacts in his music band when he says the only way to change your life around is to get away from those places and people that you did dirt with previously. I agree with that. I really do. Her friends also noticed that she's not really being honest about her attraction for Chaz. She is not attracted to Chaz at all, especially in a physical way. And her trying to pretend like she's got anxiety, she put on a little weight, blah, 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 blah. Girl, you're lying. you're in the adult industry again. That's a lie. I think what she was attracted to with Chaz is that he was sweet. He is one of those people that she can rely on. He will take care of her financially. You know, she was looking to be in a different place. And I think that if she had actually followed through with their plan and left Portland and moved to Kentucky with Chaz, things could have changed for her. She could have gotten that fairy tale that she wanted, but she was not here for that. She keeps mentioning over and over again that Chaz doesn't have that aggression that she likes. Well, it's that same aggression that you like that ended you up in jail. I mean, dag on it. Her friend says, when Chad gets into town, you should take him to the strip club. I hope it's not the one her daughter works at. Chaz's band performs, and the whole time I'm just thinking, oh, man. Oh, man. I like a little rock music. I like all music, a little metal, a little grunge, all of it. But I think they doing it wrong. And the crowd was about 13 people, maybe 15 tops. And the fact that he had her on FaceTime on stage, that was a little embarrassing. I was embarrassed secondhand. He kept telling everybody, my wife is here on my phone. And then holding his phone up to show the crowd his beautiful wife, who was standing there thinking this is some awkward crap while she's standing next to her ex, Aaron. I think that at some point they're going to remove the X from Aaron's name and just say Brandon's boyfriend. This is ridiculous. Brandon and Chaz were never right for each other from the start. Chaz, this is your 5th marriage. Just stop it. Give up. Get you an in-town girlfriend and don't marry this woman until you know for sure that you are not being used. You're too gullible to be someone who's been married 5 times now. Now, honey, listen. I really do like Marcelino and Brittany. I'm going to be 100%. I really like them, but I don't want to cover them. These two have been on this show way too long. We, the fans, majority of the fans, I can't say all, but majority of the fans have been out on social media season after season saying, listen, we have had enough of Brittany and Marcelino. At one point, they even admitted to writing their storylines. This storyline is fake. They decided that this season it was going to be that they are unhappy in their marriage, and it's just too phony. There was too many times that you see Marcelino trying to pull this storyline off, but he's got a little smile, a little smirk on his face. It's not going well. I'm over this couple. They are doing well outside of prison. Move on. Let us go. Put on somebody else. Marcelino, Brittany, and Puppy and Amber, they are dead. Do you understand, WeTV? Let those two couples go. We are sick of it. So now we know that, Marcelino, he is a professional gambler. That's what he does. But Brittany, in this storyline, she's now selling multi-million-dollar properties in real estate. She's trying to sell a $3 million house. Her profit off of that sale would be $75,000, and that would be a lot of money to bring into their family, and I think that would be great for her. When she gets there, her coworker says, turn your phone off. He's trying to teach her how to be professional when you're dealing with this type of sale. Marcelino is at the house with the kids. The kids are wilding out, but that's what kids do. You know what I mean? Kids are going to cry. They're going to have good days. They're going to have bad days, just like parents, just like teenagers. That's what they do. He tells her that he's going to drop the kids off at 3:00 because he needs to hit the tables because he's going to try to gamble, during the day. Well, he shows up right in the middle of her selling this property with the kids in the truck screaming and crying. Then he jumps in his car and goes to someone's house. I said, wait a minute, that's not the casino. I've been to Vegas multiple times. That is not near casino that I've ever seen. Where are you? He's at some woman's house, of course. That's, we saw him texting someone, and he just leaves the kids with her right in the middle of this deal. This is a whole bunch of mess for me. I think this is strictly written out. This is a storyline. This is to keep these WeTV checks coming in. And I don't blame them for wanting to keep the checks rolling in, but I do blame WeTV for continuing to put it on. After people have asked multiple times, hundreds, thousands of fans have said, we've had enough. I'm just saying, at the end of all of this, they are going to still be together. They're not going to break up, and we're just going to watch this fake storyline throughout this season. Whether it's season 4 or 3, who knows? Anyway, peeps, get down in the comments and let me know what you think. Have I been too hard on all of these couples? Have I been mean this video? I think I've been mean. I'm sorry. Anyway, get down in the comments and let me know what you think. And until next time, bye.